One thing I've always respected PlayStation for is they understand messaging. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they were successful with it, but the messaging that they can, in a sense, carol has favored them in their business very well. Many of you know that even Call of Duty on Game Pass is not my most anticipated game of this year. From the math, from the finances, from the data that we had, we already knew that that was going to be a juggernaut. That was going to pretty much, in a sense, change the entire industry all around. It was something that happened that you were just waiting to see the overall reaction. It's kind of like in a war, the battle may be raging on, but the war may have already been either won by one side or lost by the other side. Different video for a different day. Today, we're going to talk about my most anticipated game, Lego Horizon Adventures. I just saw this article. It came out today. Sammy Barker. Oh, Sammy Barker. I appreciate you writing these pieces. They're very interesting. It says, Lego pitched the brilliant Lego Horizon Adventures to Sony. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I may be one of the few people who talks about the gaming industry that's referenced this game in a very sizable number of videos. I don't know how many videos we've done on Lego Horizon Adventures. I probably need to go back and look. Maybe I might be able to track them. But this game is very fascinating to me because it breaches PlayStation's stance on exclusivity. Like, it breaches it from a very interesting perspective because it not only launches the game on PC, it launches the game on PC day one. It not only launches the game on PC day one, it launches the game on Steam day one. That's why the game is very fascinating to me, because it really does, in a sense, modify Sony's messaging that the single player games are going to be going after a specific period of time. Some have, in a sense, come in to add a caveat that, well, this is not a console seller or whatever kind of game. This is just one of those one-off games. And they've even claimed that Lego made Sony put it on other platforms. Why is Sony so subservient as the console leader to these other companies? If anybody is actually, telling me that. Maybe they actually are agreeing to it, so it's their choice. And maybe, Lego doesn't have a gun to their head, and they're actually making the choice to bring their games to other platforms, because we've seen from the metrics that if you go lock a game to a specific platform, according to Sean Layden, its Achilles heel is that people on other platforms with money to buy it are not going to buy it. That's just a simple fact. Sammy Barker says, and it says not the other way around. I don't know who was thinking that it was pitched by Sony. I never thought about that. Maybe some people were. There's a strange recurring sentiment within the PlayStation community. Interesting. That Horizon is getting too many games. I don't know. Maybe there is. But it's Lego who came with the idea of Lego Horizon Adventures. You may recall Gorilla and Danish brick manufacturer collaborating on an awesome tall neck set a few years ago. They sparked an idea at the toy maker, and the rest is history. Why is there a sentiment, Sammy Barker, at this particular move in Lego Horizon games? Could it be that the PlayStation community is asking for games that they feel need more priority because those games are appealing to the majority of the gamers on PlayStation? Could it be? It's not a matter of too many Horizon games. I think it's a matter of too little other PlayStation IPs that are original to the PlayStation platform and have been iconic to the PlayStation platform that are getting zero attention. Did everybody look as well to see that today, as this article came out, there's also another article that's stating that Gorilla is done with Killzone? Is anybody seeing it? Did anybody take a look at that? I mean, I don't know if anybody saw it. They are literally done with Killzone. So here it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article because it's very interesting at the timing. And I say this, guys, because again, they're trying to do something interesting here. Guerrilla Games on switching from Killzone to Horizon. We were done, according to Kami Games, who he used to call himself a Kami. Kami here, he says, we were both done with it. Killzone as a team, as a studio, we needed to refresh the palette. It was by choice, the opposite of, in quote, Killzone. So at the same time, they're putting this messaging out as to why they don't want to make a game that is not Horizon, but instead want to make more Horizon games is because they said they're done. Then we get another Horizon article saying that, well, this one wasn't even really our thing. Lego pitched it to us. It's very strange, but PlayStation, like I said, they're very good with messaging. We were all fans of Horizon, Kate Bryant, a project lead on Lego branded games, told Washington Post. So we had a direct conversation with Gorilla where we came to the table and said, hey, this tall neck set looks really good, really, really cool, but you know what will be even cooler? We fully expected for them to go, yeah, that would be cool, and nothing would come of it, but they matched our enthusiasm. So they were also excited about the idea. So I don't know what the importance of Lego pitching the game to PlayStation is when Gorilla was equally excited about making the game. I don't know, man. I guess the article basically writes itself. Gorilla turned to the UK team Studio Gobo to co-develop the game. We came from making smaller games and games for children, lead game designer Tony Gonzalez said, adding that the Amsterdam first-party expertise had been invaluable. They bring so much knowledge on how to make something larger than life. We think Gorilla and Studio Gobo have done an outstanding job because after playing 90 minutes of Lego Horizon Adventures, we genuinely believe it could be the best Lego game ever made. My gosh. My kids are going to freak out then. Because again, my kids, they play the Lego game. So I guess this might be fun for them. So hopefully, we can get them a copy of this. Thank God for Steam Family Share. Whew. It's tremendous fun and it looks absolutely outstanding. Even better is that you won't have to wait long to play it yourself. The game has gone gold and launches next month. A very interesting read. So in my opinion, I think this probably continues to remind me again of PlayStation pretty much trying to message in a sense that we are not the ones that are actually going after these games that we're launching on other platforms while we're launching on other platforms with games like freaking, Spider-Man 2 already coming, remakes coming day one with Horizon. I think they're trying to tamper the expectations that they have set that they will remain an exclusive platform while at the same time moving away from exclusivity. These are just my suspicions. I might be wrong. But again, I've noticed something, and a lot of people have said it in the past, that when you think about messaging, one thing a lot of people will say to you is that Xbox's messaging is all over the place, and they'll talk about all this stuff. But a lot of people will not tell you that PlayStation's messaging is also equally, in a sense, all over the place. But they have a good way of controlling things because the narrative from the media is actually very interesting. Now, yes, this website, Push Square, is a pro PlayStation platform, right? And so this is probably what you're going to be seeing. But I wonder, the original concern that the author of the article actually did highlight, I wonder if that's something that, will probably need to be looked at a lot more extensively. Like, why are PlayStation fans saying that there are too many Horizon games? And why did one of their execs come out and say that we haven't developed a lot of our own original IPs? And why would they not resolve for that by actually developing original IPs that are not, repetitions in a sense or different variations of a singular IP? But the data comes into light. Horizon has sold way more. And this is, again, why I keep telling my fellow audience members, this is why you got to look at your data sets. Horizon sold more than Killzone. There's no data set that says go pursue a Killzone remake. It doesn't help. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. The data basically says, by all means, go ahead and get more Horizon games going because you're going to make more money. And I think that's a simple explanation. But again, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Probably something interesting will come up, and hopefully we'll talk pretty soon in another one. Peace out.